Hey Sagittarius, this is kind of like a continuation of the reading I just posted recently about the lesson. I just feel so much peace with you, Sag. And it's really interesting for me because what I'm seeing is that you're definitely feeling pentacle energy, meaning grounded, taking your time, that kind of thing. This is the gratitude check in, and we are kind of asking for since the year began, but it feels really good, and I think that you should give yourself credit, Sag, for sure. And, these are just for Spiritual Saturday, some things that you might need to do, or, if you don't feel this energy currently, it could be where you're moving. Um, And so, yeah, I love Spiritual Saturday. I have to be real with you. To be real. We will also do the signs so that you can see what's coming for sure, for sure. And I'm kind of doing a just making a few changes. So I hope that you like them. And if you're looking for personal readings, please check out the link in my description. Let's get into it. So we're looking at gratitude, right? So there is a sense underneath it all that you are making progress, that you are, you know, that you're moving forward. You are feeling probably more motivated towards purpose, right? Things are getting clearer to you. And it really does feel like you've been really calling your power back. With Candle here, there's a lot, look, both of them, which is talking about fire, right? And so you really are calling your fire back, but not just calling it back, because while it's important for us to stay in our energy, it's also important to know how to manage it. And I feel like how you've managed it is it feels like more of a slow burn. If we all know who we are and we think we know, a lot, but it is always like good to do a little research into what it means to be you, Sagittarius specifically. One astrologer that I really like on YouTube is KRS. Um, and I've learned a lot about the particular signs through that site, but there's just kind of like an energy of peacefulness here. It's like, yes, you've called your power back, but it's kind of like a slow burn for me. You've fallen into a rhythm and have become comfortable with a slower pace. Okay? Because Sagittarius, I don't care what anyone says, we are not patient people. We kind of rule the roost on like instant gratification, doing things quickly. And I know that that's been a particular challenge for me. Like when I work, I'm not methodical. I just want to get it done fast. And underneath, this has really been, and if we're talking about reincarnation, which I do feel like this is birthing a new you that is you, but better. Uh, because this is a cycle for you, Sagittarius, where you're really mastering yourself, um, in everything, even the way you talk. Like you still have the same energy, which charisma, there is Sagittarius. It's just our energy. We have a lot of charisma. We have this kind of infectious energy that's usually very happy and positive and, you know, definitely motivational. And you're still like, it just feels like you're getting it back. If you have felt like this has been, because of your journey, right, has really affected your charismatic or your magnetic energy, there is a sense that you're getting it back. It's just different, Sag. Now, you have to let me know in the comments if you feel it, but it's like you are getting more comfortable with things moving more slowly, with taking your time with things, because literally you've mastered the King of Pentacles. Wait, what? Wait, what? And it's really interesting because I don't think that you may not even see it until you do, you know? And it does feel like this was part of the journey. Part of the lesson was, not having to have everything right now, and basically I feel like you came to that conclusion because having to have everything right now was just too chaotic, right? Well, how's this? Oh, I just got the chills out. And at times this could have felt really not so great. It could have had that energy of when are things ever going to happen? But there's just something about this I feel like you have mastered. And this is a new skill, Sagittarius. Wow. Yeah, look, and as even you may be like communicating that to other people. Yeah. Because we have seen this sense of adventure coming back. And even in one recent reading, I saw every phase of the Sagittarius. The Page of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and I believe the Queen of Wands was there. I'm not really sure. But it's kind of like and I feel like you're getting it. We carry all of those things. We're all of those people. It's not like we get over one thing to move to another. We carry it all, and you're really learning to make it work better. And you know, I feel like you're grateful for it. Believe it or not, who, maybe if you sit and think about your journey and, what you've learned through it, you'll see this because this helps you, Sag. It definitely does. Wow. Underneath the deck, the Four of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Nine of Cups. It's like really seeing, the lessons and the blessings, right? Especially even by what we didn't get, right? By what didn't work out. And I feel like, maybe at first you felt like you were missing something, missing out, that kind of energy, but this stillness actually has been reflecting back to you what it is you really want. It's giving you time. And there's nothing more precious than time, Sagittarius. And I do feel like how much like your perception maybe has been shifting. Like you're seeing the slower times, the stagnation, the holding patterns differently. Probably more differently than you ever have. Because I know for myself, I've started valuing rest in a new way. Because I don't feel the rush I used to feel. Let me just say that. I do feel like you're finding solutions to issues with others. I feel like that, and you're going to, this is how it's improved. Like, I just feel like how you deal with challenges has changed. It's not, it's definitely not savage, okay? Because there's compassion with the Strength card. And this is all about this year. And it does also feel, because the Three of Pentacles just constantly shows up for Sagittarius. It's been happening, and I do feel like it's something we're leaning into. You're very open to other people's points of view now, and working together with others to solve problems. No longer feeling like it's all your job. And this is a way that you're showing compassion to yourself. It really is. Even when the problems come back, because we know that like all of the Leo energies have infinity, and that's things that can come back, right? And I just feel like you're just resolving issues differently, and the Strength card keeps coming up in all the readings as well, because with the Three of Pentacles, we're solving problems. And this could also be with other people. You could be showing other people more compassion. It's just changing. It's like not feeling so hurt by things, because the Ten of Swords is healing. And it showed up in the last reading too. It's healing. I just feel like even when it comes to people, you're resolving conflict differently. There's more of a collaborative energy. Maybe you don't have all the answers. Maybe that's something that you are, just letting other people in about. It's so beautiful. And this is making you stronger. It's making your connection stronger, especially if, maybe you're showing more compassion to other people. Like, I don't need to hold on to this. In a more healing mode, if you can work things out with people, then you will do it. If you can't, then it's got to end. But it's just the way for me that you're going about it. And goodness gracious, I love it. I love it, Sagittarius. Who helped you grow? You did. You did, Sagittarius. Seven of Wands. I mean, you did, because the Seven of Wands is a you card. You saw the need. You stood in this crossroads, figuring out how to make things work, how to transmute energy. Maybe, also not really sure, especially when it comes to other people, but what needed to happen, Sag? What needed to happen? Boundaries. What is our biggest issue? Boundaries. There's just a sense within you that in order to be able to be happy, have your needs met, have your emotional needs met, and everyone to get their needs met, there have to be boundaries, right? Where it's not about fighting, which can sometimes happen with the Seven of Wands. It's not about fighting. It's just about boundaries. And if you have held yourself away from other people during this time, this could be something that you very much have been thinking about. It's just been a hard flow, because I don't personally think that boundaries are something Sagittarius enjoys, because we like the whole limitless thinking, no rules, blah, blah, blah. But you're starting to see that it changes your relationships for the better and makes you happier as well. And so in turn, this has been a lot of growth, right? And even in terms of where you stand with people, it can be really telling. So in other words, the people who love you will respect your boundaries. They will understand. There won't be conflict. And I feel like in the past, it could be that you felt that, boundaries created conflict. But you're definitely been putting yourself first more, and that is necessary within that. And it's just like being in a happier space, because you get it, because you see it, because it's necessary. Because the truth is that if we love people, boundaries show that love, you know? And so I feel like you're really doing that, especially with family. Especially with family, you know? An experience you're grateful for is interesting. The Fool and the Knight of Wands. I feel like you, um, for some of you, you've been traveling and that has made you feel, but there's a sense of feeling more adventurous. Maybe you've stepped into, started taking risks, started doing more things, started going outside. You know, there's not so much this seclusion energy as you is starting to get out there, starting to try new things. And, you know, it is putting you in Knight of Wands energy where you feel more passionate about life because we need that, because we learn through experience, right? So, yeah, if you haven't done it, this is an experience that will help you. And what you're, you know, a skill that you're grateful for is that things are moving forward, that you've learned how, um, you've learned a lot about the long game with the King of Pentacles. Like, it's not about, um, success doesn't mean quicker. Success means better. And so there is a sense that you've learned how to work smarter, not harder. You might be working really hard. I mean, that can be true, but it's just about you're not concerned as much with how long it takes. And because you know it will get there, because these are both slow moving energies. Um, so, you know, hopefully you see this because it's so funny because in the lesson it was really about mastering this and you know, the crap things that happen. But I feel like after you see that and then you take a minute to actually ponder on where you're at and you're going to see what's happened. It's very interesting to me how one reading flows into another, because I used to really worry about doing too many readings here, you know, because energy just doesn't change that quickly, right? But I swear it, if you watch the readings, you will see that one reading flows into another. It's almost like a continuing story. So here we see the Empress, Judgment. Oh my goodness. Talk about gratitude. I mean, I just feel like you're liking where you are, liking who you're becoming. Wow. And this is going to bring amazing things to you. And in this space of gratitude right here, Sagittarius, if you take this in and you think about this and you get into this energy, it's oh my gosh, look at all these majors. This is life changing for you because it's in this energy. If you take this in and feel this, um, manifesting mode. This is literally manifesting. It's like, I'm very comfortable with who I am. I'm in my purpose. Everything is growing. My dreams are coming true. Oh my gosh, Sagittarius. So if you are in this energy, just know it's a prime time for things to manifest for you. If you are not, if you don't feel like you're in this energy, take a look. Take some time for reflection, because this is where it's putting you to getting everything you want. You know? Wowza. Eight of Swords, the Sun, the Knight of... You don't even know how far you've come, because you may be in this Eight of Swords energy. But you really have, Sag. And it's just about getting out of your head and into your heart. And wow, you may be realizing this. This really may have been the journey for you. This is just the most beautiful thing on earth. Like literally, Sagittarius. So we're going to take a little bit of a look for inspiration at, you know, what you will have to be grateful for in the future, especially if you capitalize on this energy. So what does Sagittarius have to look forward to? Wow, Sag. We deserve to win. Remember the mantra, I state your name. So, in other words, hi, my name is Heidi, and only good things happen to me. Yes, embrace the delulu. So, future things to look forward to. Ooh, High Priestess. A lot of things happening with your intuition. And some of those things may really be telling you, it's like all of a sudden you know what you need to do, but it comes from a space of first, you know what you don't need to do. You know what to say no to. And maybe that's key. No is a complete sentence, right? Yes. Wow. And look, boundaries is on the bottom and it's reversed with align your life. And Star Mother talks about mothering yourself. And, you know, if you don't have strong boundaries in place, or there are areas where you don't have boundaries, this is telling you this is how to take care of yourself. Wow. Wow, Sag. And that's awakening. I mean, I feel like definitely not being, you know, that may have something to do with your boundaries. It's like knowing what to say no to actually aligns your life. Oh my gosh, super beautiful, Sag. I love this for you. Now let's, for a minute, see what you need to remember. What does Sagittarius need to be reminded of? I always forget these cards are here. Oh, the way the cards were designed, I thought for a minute I spilled coffee on them. What does Sagittarius need to be reminded of? Sagittarius. Oh. You are light and you are fire. Yes. That is who Sagittarius is. Wow. Remember that you create light. So make of that what you will, Sagittarius. I hope you have the best day ever. Toodles.